All right. So could you please tell us just a little bit about Hindi's Libraries, kind of how it got started, how you got involved, and the impact it makes?
Sure. So Hindi's Libraries is an international nonprofit based in Long Island, New York, and we donate new and gently used children's books to recipients all over the world. And we actually got started very organically. There was never an initial thought to start a nonprofit. In the summer of 2018, just about 3 years ago this month, a former colleague of mine who was a teacher, her name was Dr. Hindi Krinsky. She passed away very suddenly, and our community was shell shocked. And we tried doing something in the neighborhood, in the school community, to really help her children who were students in the school feel like mommy was still with us when we're going back to school in just about 3 weeks from now. And we built a little free library box, and we asked everyone in the grade to bring one book to fill that box. So the kids would feel like there was a team effort making this beautiful project for their mom. And fast forward to 3 weeks later, we received a phone call from the principal of the school, kind of confused as to why all of a sudden there were 500 books in her office. And my co-founder, who is Hindi's husband, David, and I kind of said, we didn't do that. We didn't ask for this. So we took these books home. We had an initial meeting of, okay, we'll split up the donations and distribute them amongst local nonprofits serving families, and kind of the end. And unfortunately at that point, but fortunately for us, that was not the end. That was only the beginning. And to this day, fast forward almost 3 years from when we started, we are at 200,000 books collected and distributed. We're in all 50 states sending books their way. We've sent internationally to India, Israel, Africa, Puerto Rico. We just sent to Morocco. We're working with the Philippines, and it's grown tremendously.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. So could you just tell us a little bit about the collection you have going on right now with Homestretch and a little bit about like the book stacks?
Absolutely. So a lot of what we all do, anyone watching this, we kind of know social media is taking over every mode of communicating and networking right now, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. That's how everyone is networking these days. And so we actually partner with Little Free Library, which is a nonprofit that helps people all over the world put these little boxes in their hometowns with sort of this give a book, take a book, no expectations, no money needed. So we follow a lot of their stewards or people who have created these boxes, and we help them a lot. We also send them books if they, fall within the category and qualifications of our recipients. So one of the stewards, the organization itself, the Little Free Library, is called Bobby B. Frog. The woman's name is Brenda. She actually started this Instagram challenge called PB Stack for Homes, Picture Book Stack for Homes. And we came across it on our feed, and we noticed she started this challenge to have everyone put a photo up on Instagram or Facebook with books, picture books primarily, stacked up, and hashtag PB Stack for Homes. And for every stack that got tagged with this hashtag, she was going to be donating $1 to Homestretch, which I'll talk about in just a moment. And I kind of said, wait. Books, donations, people in need. I jumped on board. I called her and I said, we want to help. Tell me what you need. And she's like, well, they need books. So I said, okay, I got you. So we joined in and said, when we reach 200 stacks or hashtags, we'll send $400 to $500 worth of children's books over to Homestretch. Homestretch is a nonprofit based in Virginia that works hand in hand with homeless families looking to kind of create a home for themselves, a name for themselves. And I actually pulled up some statistics here. So they, since 1990, have helped 2,000 homeless families with children under the age of 18 find homes, find jobs, and become self-sufficient. 60% of families who are homeless are in that position because of domestic violence. A good number of them have been suffering from some sort of medical crisis that has taken money from them, loss of a loved one, human trafficking. And this organization kind of scoops them up and says, we're here to help you. And they help them find jobs and stay employed, graduate high school, help them feel self-sufficient to finish college, pay their debts, own their own home. 93% of the people they've helped get into school and graduate remain employed after graduation. They've helped families pay off almost $700,000 in their debt. So they are this kind of liaison to these families who are struggling and the world. They have schools set in play that they help get subsidized. So while parents are trying to get jobs and go on interviews, their kids have somewhere to be. They have a school to go to get the education they need. So they're really partnering with these families. And as I've learned from becoming a part of Hindi's libraries, the literacy gap is immense. Children in low-income communities, I'm going to tell you one statistic that's going to blow your mind. In a middle and upper class home, there are about 13 to 14 books per child. Books per child, okay? In a low class or poverty-stricken community or home, one book, 300 children are sharing a book. So now go home and think about the books you have in your library or on your bookshelf or on your nightstand, and just think about that. You have, it's 1 to between 15 and 20 books at home, maybe. Even if you have 10, that's just yours. 300 kids fighting over one book. That's what we're trying to fix. So by partnering with people like Homestretch, who are now working with these families who have children under the age of 18, and I just read that the average age of the children they help in the families are 9 years old. That's my daughter's age. Don't have a house, don't have a school, don't have books, don't have a bed. Let's get them what we can. So with your guys' help, now we're also adding another $500 worth of books to this group of families. And something I'm working on with Homestretch right now is capacity. So anyone watching this who feels like, oh my God, that's so much stuff, we've told Homestretch that we'll hold on to the books until you're ready to accept them. So let's say you're sending us $500 to buy new books. We're having $400 worth of books. Even if they want 30 books at once, that $1,000 worth of books, that's theirs. If that means we're storing it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, it's theirs. All they need to do is text us, send them over, and it's for them. We're setting them aside. We'll store them if needed, and we're here to help them. And that's because of you guys.
Yeah.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams that keep me awake. I think of what the world could be, dream of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one their
they can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care,